Hi, everybody, and welcome. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad we're here. Welcome to the last, can you believe it, new moon ceremony of 2021. We're here. We've made it. You made it. I made it. Like, we're all here. Karen Brown sees me, so I'm real. How are you guys tonight? What a moment, right? This is my moon, by the way. Anybody else Sagittarius moon? Where my Sag moon's at? If you're Sag sun, you're feeling it too. My best friend is staying with me right now, and she's a Sag sun. She's a Taurus moon, but she's feeling this tonight. You feeling it too? Feeling it! I'm ready. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. So what I want to tell you is we have a Sagittarius new moon and a total solar eclipse. What does that mean? You know, what's funny is so many people send me articles and like things that they write, and I'm online, so I read a lot of stuff. How are you guys? Look at that. Look at all my Sag in the house. Sag sun, Sag moon, Sag rising, Sag sun, right? Isn't that amazing? Well, so I have a lot to tell you tonight because it's a different kind of new moon. This is not like your traditional Athena, here's how it goes, new moon ceremony. It's different, at least for me. So the way I do lunar ceremonies is in so many ways shaped by my very early teachings from my first teachers, who always said, we take a real big time out when there's an eclipse, when we're practicing magic. Yeah. So tonight is not going to be like, what's your intention, and let's put all of the energy toward that, because when we do our traditional kind of ceremonies during an eclipse, the energy is unpredictable. Okay, it's a little bit of sometimes a boomerang effect, and so I don't like to work a lot of magic at an eclipse. And those of you who've been with me for a long time, you know that. Now, I'll tell you something. You want to do the whole thing your usual way tonight, I will never judge you. If your intuition says, you know what, I hear what she's saying, but I still want to go full force, setting intentions tonight. I want to do it tonight. I'm in the mood. I'm ready, right? I will never stop you. But for me, when there's an eclipse, do you know what I do? I just wait a minute. And what I was always taught, and so I'm teaching this to you too, right, is first of all, this is the final eclipse until April. We don't have any more eclipse activity for the first quarter of 2022, which I like that. I will tell you, I know, like, if you watch the news and you like tune into human dialogue and stuff, it seems like this is kind of a really weird, stressful time. But if you look at it energetically, all the planets are direct, right? We don't have any eclipse activity for the first quarter. I don't know about you. Now, I'm a Sag moon, which means I'm naturally optimistic. I always look and see and I think the glass is half full. But that's kind of how I am. So there are people who are going to look and say, no, the glass is half empty and blah, 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 and, you know, things aren't good or whatever. But what I will say is I actually have a really good feeling about January, February, March of 2022. In the sense that I think the energies are going to be somewhat direct. We don't have a lot of this eclipse stuff. What eclipses do is they create, because they always happen in pairs, right? Do you remember the full moon we had a lunar eclipse? That thing happens. So they always happen in these bookends. And for me, eclipses are always like, show me what I can't see, right? And one of my favorite teachings from one of my early teachers, which I'm going to share with you right now, and maybe it'll resonate with you too, but I've never forgotten it, and it's been 30 years since I was taught this, but it still really sits as correct in my body, okay? So that's how I'm like, this is good, because it feels right in my central nervous system. What I was always taught is when there is a solar eclipse at a new moon, like there is today, you know, a new moon is already like a cosmic vision board that's empty, right? Every new moon, which is why it's my favorite moon phase, and I've told you this for the whole decade we've been together. The new moon's my favorite moon phase because I love creation. I love beginnings. I like to write, and I like to write the first word or the first page of the introduction. Beginnings stimulate me. Once I get to the middle, I'm like, and I'm not that into endings. I love beginnings, okay? And so I love new moons because they're cosmic new beginnings. And when you have a solar eclipse with a new moon, what happens is the sun's light is being blocked. So not only do you have that cosmic vision board, that absolute clean slate of no lunar light in the sky, but the sun is timed out too. Does that make sense? And so when I look at things in terms of like, how would I interpret this from the universe is saying, you don't get any lunar light, you, me, but you also don't get any solar light. I'm taking it all away. Because when we don't have light outside to guide us, what do? The journey goes inward. If my whole life is ruled by things outside of me and I don't have any outside guidance, then all of a sudden what I do is I stop and say, time for me to work my intuition, my inner knowing, to look at my inner landscape, to clean my house, right? Like to make sure that my affairs are in order, so that because the eclipses are always like a slingshot, right? It's like it's like a rubber band pulled really tight, and after that eclipse activity ends, it's loose. So we still want to dream things into being tonight, but we are not actively manifesting, okay? We are working with the ultimate darkness tonight. Now, I want you to like take a step back, okay? Doesn't it make sense that at the end of this second year of a global pandemic, at the end of this period of tumultuousness and confusion and disagreement and tension, if you were a spirit guide, okay, wouldn't you be like, you know what? At the end of this year, I'm going to take all that light away from these kids. I'm taking the moonlight away, I'm taking the sunlight away, and I'm going to see if they tune in and say, maybe this is my invitation to really go inside. And so tonight's meditation, I hope you like it. I don't know if you will. If you're really like the kind of person who just wants to go, tonight may seem kind of boring to you. I am going to be doing readings for you though, so that will keep the party moving. But I at least want like 10 minutes with you guys tonight of just where you really commit to going all the way inside. And tonight we're not asking for anything. We're just looking. We're just reflecting. We're just experiencing what it means to absolutely trust the universe without expecting answers, without saying, fix this for me, change this for me, I want this, I want that, gimme, do it, now, more. For me, that's not tonight. For me, you have to know, like, I've lived with a Sagittarius moon for almost 50 years, right? Like, if you were to ask me to sum up what this moon is, because I've lived it, this is my moon sign tonight, it's about truth. My life is this constant quest for who's real, what's real, right? What's not real, who's not real. You know what I mean? Like, it's this quest to understand. And it's a seeking. It's a constant, like, what is wisdom? What is truth? What is these big things? Sagittarius, we live with these questions, right? So tonight, even if you're not a Sag moon or Sag rising or Sag sun, tonight I want you to ask, it's like big for me to even say it to you. It feels big to even say it to you. Tonight, if you're willing, I would really like you to ask yourself, what's real in my life? What's real in my heart? what's real in the people and the places and the energies around me. If you're willing. Now, I say that because sometimes when we ask, what's real, what's true, we don't always like what we hear, right? We really want that person to be real. We really want that relationship to be real, right? We really want this thing to be true, right? And sometimes they're not, right? My students know the story of the two TBs. If there's time at the end tonight, I'll tell you the story. If you remind me and you're interested, just remind me at the end, like, hey, tell the two TBs thing. I don't want to take your time with it right now. But it's relevant tonight. What's real, what's true in you? What is it in you that's going to last forever, past this human life? What's real and true in you, even if everything around you changed? What would not change about you? That's a big energy to sit with. That's a big energy to sit with. And I know it. I know it's a lot. But I also know that you're ready to sit with some of these bigger questions. I do. I know that to be true. You ready for this tonight? Okay, good. I'm ready for this tonight too. I kind of needed this. I don't know if you feel that way, but it's like if you were here with me in person, I would just put you on the bed, or I would, on the massage table, and we would do some work, right? We would move some energy. There probably wouldn't be a lot of talking. It would be more energetic. So, but we can't do that in a live engagement like this, because it would be weird if I just stared at you for an hour. But the energy is there. It's like, let's just be intimate with each other tonight. Let's go inward, and I will guide you. But we're not going to do the big intention setting. Like I said, if you really feel called to do that later, I will not judge you for that, because if your intuition tells you it's right, it's always right. Even if it's against what I say or anybody else, you should always trust that inner voice first, because it's your truth. And so if your guides are like, no, you have to set intentions, you're okay, you can do that later and have at it, and it's probably right for you. Okay. Now, I will tell you, don't leave now. That would be weird. But I do have some free worksheets for you at Sage Goddess. So is anybody new to SG? A lot of you in the feed are very, very familiar, but is there anybody who's like, who is this lady and what is she talking about? If you're new to SG, it's nice to have you. At the new moon and the full moon and at the eclipse, we make you these free worksheets over at sagegoddess.com, and you can go and download those. And they're really good questions for you to answer. And then we have an extra worksheet this month because we have an eclipse, and it gives you some good journaling prompts. So I'll remind you at the end to go and get that if you want it, because it's helpful. For me anyway. Look at that. Laura's new. Dee is new. Hi, Natividad. Julie's second time. Isn't that cool? Angela's like kind of new. Tatiana's new. Very cool. I love you too. Thank you, Laurie. Look at that. Elizabeth's new. And Labella Cat is new. Very cool to have you. Yeah, Team SG is here with me. Hi, Team SG. We love you too. Thank you for being here. Happy new moon. They'll link you to the worksheets. If you were like on the website and you're like, what is she talking about? I can't find the worksheets. Like Alexis is all over that. She just posted a link, so you can follow that link and it'll take you right to the worksheet. I'm happy you're here. Listen, what I recommend you do is get yourself a little 1-inch, like 3-ring binder, and then hole punch those worksheets, fill them out, and collect them. We make them for you every month. And then at the end of the year, what I do on New Year's Eve is I go back through my worksheets and I read my answers. I light a candle, I have a glass of wine, and I read my answers. It's amazing what you will discover about yourself if you go back and read those on the last night of the year. It'll show you where you manifested and where you didn't, and where you grew, and maybe where you still have room to develop and grow. And because I was a teacher, a school teacher, and a professor for 15 years before I started Sage Goddess, so I really like worksheets and like things like that. I think they actually help you learn. So we still do it now, even though I'm not a classroom teacher anymore, just because I think there's value in written reflection. I used to make my students do it. I can't make you do it, but I highly recommend it. Isn't that cool? Hi, Jill. She's like new girl here from New Hampshire. What's shaking in New Hampshire tonight? Is it beautiful tonight? I hope it is for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just hole punch it and put it away in your binder. Go on Amazon, honey, and get a binder. Okay, so tonight's ceremony, we're going to have some fun. I'll show you the tools that we're working with tonight. We always offer these tools, like next month's New Moon Kit is at sagegoddess.com, and I'll tell you more about that when we're done. But this is the New Moon set for tonight, so if you got your tools for this month, then what you have is this candle over here with your charm on it for your charm necklace. We've done a charm with every new moon, and they clip onto, this is my personal charm. Isn't it fun? I hope you enjoyed collecting your little charms this month. Every time I wear this necklace, people are like, I want that, just give me that. I'm like, you gotta collect your charms. But then in addition to that, we gave you the primal perfume, which is what we're gonna be working with tonight. I'll walk you through the notes of that. And then you got your spinner. We made this for you for tonight. This has all of the animal spirit guides on it. And I'm actually going to spin it for you and do a little divination tonight to tell you what your animal spirit guide is and kind of what your themes are. And like I said, we're not setting intentions so much as we're gaining awareness tonight. We're reflecting on where we've been this year, where we're going for next year, and like this is going to give you a sense of, okay, so here's maybe a spirit animal guide for you for next year. Wouldn't that be fun? So, and then I didn't tell Team SG this, so they're probably going to go, oh shit. Sorry, Team SG. I'm giving away all of the stones tonight for free as my intuition leads me. Like if I spin the spinner and I get to mouse medicine, the first person I choose for that, I'm going to give him the stone for it as a gift. Sorry, TMSG. So I got a lot of prizes tonight. Yeah, I'm giving away all that, so. Sorry, not sorry. And you can totally participate even if you didn't get the kit. Please, stay here. We're gonna have some fun. I came here to party. If you didn't come to party, don't bother knocking on my door. TMSG's like, shit. What are you gonna do? I'm a rule breaker. I'm giving away the farm. Not sorry. I'm sure they're laughing wherever they are. Okay, Prima Perfume, by the way, or Primal Perfume. Amber, Styrax, Dark Patchouli, Narcissus, Birch Tar, and Lavender Absolute. A lot of you have loved it. We have the just the separate bottles of Primal Perfume too. I've been wearing Primal Perfume all month with my patchouli. Just a basic patchouli. It's very sexy. So if you have Primal, we're going to anoint with that tonight. Do you guys have any questions before we get started? I have so much ahead for us for the next, however long we're together. It's going to be fun to send all that stuff to you. No, we don't do apologies around here. Okay, so let me back up. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to open a circle, and I'm going to drum with you and for you. I know. And I'm so happy you're here. I hope you're happy you're here too. This is the necklace, by the way, that I'm giving away to somebody who gets the next month's New Moon Kit before midnight. This is Kunzite and Emerald. I'm wearing it at the shortest length, which is like 16 inches, but actually you can wear it all the way down to like 22 inches. It's adjustable. Isn't it gorgeous? I wanted to show it to you tonight because it's so super pretty. So good luck. Somebody's going to win that. It's worth $1,500. Also sorry, not sorry, right? You know what, Laura? I don't think if you're not working with the tools for tonight, just hang out. Don't go grab things. You'll be okay. We're not going to charge stuff tonight. It's an eclipse. We're not going to do a lot of that stuff tonight. So I would just say, just be here now. You know, if you've got tea or water or a glass of wine or whatever, just hang out. I'm going to lead you through the rest. So I'm going to drum for you. We're going to go inside. I'm going to do some divination for you, which will take you outside, right? Help you connect with the energies of tonight. And then what I'm going to tell you is this. It's Friday. Starting Sunday night, when the moon begins to really wax and we're out of this eclipse period, that's when I would come back to your reflections and your meditations from tonight and pick up something that feels important to you. So let's say tonight you're reflecting and you're meditating and I'm drumming and you're feeling like, wow, I should really go back and start that book I've been meaning to write, or go back to my poetry, or I really feel like I keep getting this message around cooking and catering, or I'm really getting this message to go back to my music, whatever it is. Give it 48 hours, let the eclipse activity pass through, but then come back to that and see if, on Sunday evening, for example, once we're through this window and the moon is starting to wax and gain energy, see if there isn't something there that's still calling to you. And if there is, then what I would do is start to call that to you, right? Say, I wish to be in deeper relationship with this. I'm open to welcoming this energy into my life. And then at that point, you'll be able to work with it in a direct way, as opposed to tonight when it could boomerang and actually not work in your favor. Does that make sense? Yeah. Oh, good. Hi, Ann. Sorry, says, not sure why I couldn't chat. So stressed. Fixed now. Yay. Good. Very, very good. I love it. Dusty says, I'm sitting here with my dog just enjoying the moment. That's what it's all about. And tonight really is about enjoyment. Tonight is not about stressing or having things or not having things. Tonight's just about being. And I'm glad that you're here. So I'm going to open my circle. When we're in an eclipse, you're going to see me open the circle earlier. I don't do anything during an eclipse that isn't inside of a circle or a good container, okay? So let's go ahead and open this circle, start calling in our spirit guides, higher selves, higher forms of conscious awareness. Feels good, right? Jeanette's in Miami tonight. That sounds nice. The weather's been gorgeous for you in Florida, hasn't it? So I'm just going to drum in the spirit guides. Thank you, Scout, for saying that. I love these times too. Like I said, if you were here, might do some very light body work. It's not a time to overthink. It's a time to be. The big work of this year is complete, right? Now we're visioning, hearing, receiving, allowing, releasing. And you can absolutely release at the new moon, even with an eclipse. What do you need to let go of? What isn't serving you, right? Being too critical, being anxious. Let's let that go. Sagittarius doesn't do that. Sag is not worried. Drives my husband crazy. I don't worry. It's wasted energy. I just go, right, with the flow. Let go, let go, let go. Unplug that plug. It's time. Don't bring that into 2022. Don't do that. Yeah, just let go. When you manifest, you're manifesting from your conscious thoughts, but also your subconscious program. So you can say, oh, I'm fine, but underneath you're anxious. You're going to manifest from that anxiety. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah. So tonight we welcome in the guides and the guardians of the East. Guardians of new beginnings, new possibilities, new opportunities, new doorways. And we welcome you in to hold the space with us tonight, this new moon. Just being, not thinking, not doing tonight, just allowing yourself to see clearly. To see without fear. Right? Just let go. Let go, let go, let go. And to the guides and the guardians of the South, we call you in tonight. Sagittarius moon, it's very fiery. Help to temper that desire to act. Help us to be in a place of reflection, transforming, transmuting, becoming a different version, but not pushing, not forcing, just allowing tonight. Whatever that looks like. Settling in, right? Yeah. And whatever battle you're fighting tonight, just rest and listen, pay attention. There's wisdom here. It's a big, clean slate tonight, but you gotta listen, get very quiet. Make space. Guides and the guardians of the West. Teach us how to flow with this. We're always fixing, changing, doing. Teach us how to be tonight. How to flow in the direction of the river, not against it. Be with what is, to listen, to receive, to hold, to open. The West feels so good tonight. It's so the medicine of the moment, right? All the pressure's off of you. There's no pressure. It's just a gift, right? Yeah, let it go. It's an invitation. Guides and the guardians of the North. You know, they're over there saying, we're always waiting for you to just let go and trust. This is the domain of the North, right? Always grounded, always patient. Just being. Nothing to prove here. You're strong. You have everything you need. Standing still, standing steady, being patient, knowing that everything is already unfolding. It doesn't need our permission or our intervention. It already is. one, the source, all creation, manifestation, possibility, serendipity. We welcome in the guides and the guardians of the spirit element to show us the way, to remind us the magic is real. It's divine tonight, isn't it? If you can be with eclipse energy, it's magic. And if you can rest in it, beautiful, Sally. Love it. So we give thanks to the guides of the east, the south, the west, the north, the spirit. A circle cast open, vibrating with energy. And so it is. Amen. Oh. So it is. I love it. Raven's Call said, did we miss the north or did I miss it? I think you may have gone to another dimension. Wherever you are, stay there. Yeah. It's beautiful, you know? When we can just let it be. Yeah. Okay. So if you have your perfume or whatever you have, I'm working with Primal. It's the medicine of tonight. I'm going to put a little bit at my wrist for what I do. Our hands make things. A little bit at my third eye for what I know. I'm so glad you feel good. I want you to feel good. People resist the eclipse, and I'm always saying, like, just because we can't do our traditional work doesn't mean we can't do work. It's just looks different, you know? Yeah, it's real good. Tikani's Irene. She's another Greek priestess from Salem. You know, my middle name is Irene. The goddess of peace we are, right? Tikani's. It's wonderful to have you here. Okay, so let me again show you what the tools are and where we're going tonight. I'm going to light my candle. And let that start to cook a little bit. Okay, so what I'm doing with you tonight, and I hope you enjoy it, I hope you have fun, is we are going to talk about animal spirits. And each one of the primary animal spirit guides is represented on this little magic wheel I have over here. And if you got your tools, you have this, so you get to kind of spin the wheel, which is super fun. And I'm going to spin the wheel for us tonight, right? Oh, 5D is real good too. I'm lighting your fire over here. It's so good. This perfume Primal is very sexy. It actually has kind of an animalic scent to it, which I love. And I'm actually going to take the perfume around and just anoint the stones, because these are going to go to you. I'm going to try to give all of them away tonight. We'll see how far I get. Just to connect. Stones love your oils. They really do. They're always like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. She's going to be a little giveaway too if I have time. Put on my generator. All right. So whoever gets stones tonight will get a little bit of that energy. And if you don't have tools, just hang, you know, have fun and enjoy the time on my favorite moon phase. much. I'm so happy you're here. Okay, now I'm going to introduce you to the animal spirit guides. Okay, so fish medicine. Let me bring you over here for just a second. Fish medicine. Fish medicine for you is aquamarine medicine. And I'm going to read you off all the themes. So if I land on fish for you, it is happiness, change, the feminine, rebirth, independence, movement, and survival. If we land on fish medicine. If we land on otter medicine, boop. Otter is crazy lace agate. Which is kind of fun. Isn't this cool? And otter is playfulness, laughter, mischievousness, creativity, transformation. If we land on whale medicine, which is always my medicine. Whale medicine is always my medicine. I love whale. Whale is rainbow moonstone. It's communication, gratitude, wisdom, transformation. If we land on buffalo, buffalo is green aventurine. This is abundance, power, gratitude, consistency. If we land on wolf, wolf is angel aura rose quartz. And wolf is loyalty, family, friendship, freedom, playfulness. If we go straight up elephant, that is rainbow fluorite, which I love too. And elephant is intelligence, wisdom, good luck, strength. If we go over to eagle, that's bronzite, which is truth, honor, the divine, hope. If we go to hummingbird, which is also always my medicine, that is flower agate, joy, healing, good luck, spirit guides. If we go to raven, raven is black tourmaline, intelligence, adaptability, guidance, transformation, prophecy, messages, right? If we go to mouse, that is tiger's eye. The ability to conquer any obstacle despite your size. Being 5'1", mouse medicine is very relevant to me. I'm the shortest person in my family. Whatever, good things come in small packages. I've had to learn to just be with it. I have very small feet. I'm a very small person. Little mouse. And then coyote. Where's coyote? Oh, here's coyote. Coyote is que sera. That's cleverness, trickster energy, adaptability, moving between the worlds, playfulness. And then the last one is lion, which is suns down, leadership, protection, courage, and majesty. Kind of fun. I'm taller than you at 5'1". Am I really? My daughter's almost taller than me, and my son now looks down on me and is like, "Hey, Mom, what's for dinner?" I'm like, "How are you?" Like, my son was premature when he was born. He was 5 pounds. I'm like, "How are you now, like 220 pounds?" And I'm like, "I don't know. What sounds good for dinner?" This little mouse mom. Anyway, it's okay. I've always been the smallest person in my world, so it's nothing new for me here. Okay. Are you guys ready? Let's spin it to win it. So I'm going to start calling on people. Are you ready? All right, Dakota. Where are you at, Dakota? Dakota says, "I'd love if you could squeeze me in for a spin." Ready? So I'm going to say your name 3 times, and then I'm going to spin. If you have your spinner, this is how we do it, okay? So I'm going to say Dakota, Dakota, Dakota. And then I'm going to spin clockwise. I got lion for Dakota. Did you see it? All right, Dakota. So do you feel it? Courage, strength. Think lion. Like when you think lion in the jungle, or you think lion on the Great Plains, right in Africa, it's like they're protective. They're loyal. Lion is all about connecting you with bravery and courage and strength. And lion doesn't attack every animal that attacks it. Lion kind of just, if you're not interesting, lions like move along, right? Because I always say lion doesn't get up for everything. If lion decides it's going to put its paws down and actually get up for you, it's because you're either threatening it or there's a problem, right? But most animals, lions will just wave its tail and go, I don't have time for that. Move along, right? So lion is sunstone. So Dakota, congratulations. Since you're the first to receive lion medicine tonight, Team SG, that's Dakota. Now, Dakota, what you will have to do to get your heart, okay, because I don't know if you're in our system or not, you're going to need to write in, and this is true for everybody who wins something tonight. You will need to write in to support.sagegoddess.com, and Alexis and Team SG will put this information in the feed for you too, and then our team will be able to get your address and mail this to you as a gift, which you do need to write in and say, I'm Dakota and I won a sunstone heart, and that is the stone of leadership. Kind of fun, right? Okay, who else would like me to spin it and win it tonight? I feel like Vanna White. I mean, I don't look like Vanna White, but like, you know Vanna White? Am I too old? Does anybody remember Vanna White, Wheel of Fortune? I feel like Vanna tonight. Who wants to spin my wheel? Okay. Alma Miller says, I'd love a spin. All right, Alma, let's do this. Come on, Alma. So Alma. Really connecting to your energy. What a sweet spirit you have, Alma. You really, really do. You have wolf energy. Now, wolf, Alma. Wolf is loyal. And we chose Angel Aura Rose Quartz for wolf because the energy of the stone is like strength and perseverance and love and connection. All of that is kind of wrapped up in Angel Aura Rose Quartz. And so, Alma, same thing goes for you. If you just let our support team know at support.sagegoddess.com, hey, I'm Alma Miller and I want a Aura Rose Quartz sphere, we will send that to you as a gift. Isn't that cool? How does wolf medicine sit with you, Alma? Does it feel right for you? Are you connected to that? Wolf is also very keen, very sharp, very aware, right? Wolf knows what's happening. Wolf knows what's going on. And wolf is able to assess its environment very accurately. Wolf has a very sharp sense of inner wisdom and intuition. Is very quick in its responses, right? Super fun. I live for this stuff. Okay. Christy Louise says, take me for a spin. I'm going to do it. Ready, Christy? All right, Christy Louise. Christy. Hi, Christy. Spirit's like, Christy has a lot of questions. Do you have a lot of questions? Let's spin it, Christy. Raven. Oh, yes. Raven medicine. Black tourmaline. Raven's the messenger, Christy. And so whenever Raven comes, do you have ravens around you every so often? Where I live, there's certain trees and they all kind of get together in those trees and they're always in the trees and they're constantly squawking at each other. Ravens are very smart. But when they come to you and they give you their message, their medicine, it's always about a message for you from the spirit side, from your spirit guides. Usually when Raven's coming, it's because the spirit guides want to share something with you or communicate something with you. And it also, for me, Christy, I will tell you, when Raven's coming around, it's usually a sign that I need to do more dream work. Before I go to bed, I need to give my spirit guides permission to communicate with me in my dreams. Like I become, when Raven's around, I become more intentional about listening to spirit guides. So same for you, support.sagegoddess.com. Hey, Alexis, am I saying this right, by the way? I haven't seen Alexis comment, but I just want to make sure, Alexis, I'm doing this the right way. I am. Okay, so here's Alexis. Alexis says, reminder, if you win a stone tonight, you must submit a request at support.sagegoddess.com with your shipping address to claim it, because then the team is going to fill that order. But some of you may not even be, on sagegoddess.com, when you download your worksheets or anything like that, you go into our system. But some of you might be so new that you're not even in the system, so we got to make sure we have an address for you. That's why I want to make sure, Alexis, I'm doing it the right way. All right. Next up. Look at me, Alexis. following rules. Don't count on me doing it all the time, Alexis. It's only for tonight. I don't want to develop a reputation as a rule follower. Okay. Kendra Davis. Hi, Kendra. She says, open to a spin guidance. Let's do it. Kendra Davis. Kendra. Connecting to your energy. You have a very youthful spirit. Let's see what the spirit guides have to say. Otter medicine for Kendra. It's beautiful too, Kendra. This is crazy lace agate from Mexico. And crazy lace agate is for two things: protection while you travel and laughter. It actually helps you enjoy your life more, which is fantastic. I mean, we all need to enjoy life more. We're supposed to enjoy this. Did you know that? You need to tap, the spirit guides are saying, you need to tap more into that like young, youthful, kind of childlike energy. Fun, excitement, passion, curiosity, all of that will be really healing for you. And this is such the perfect stone for tapping into all of that. You already have it all in you, but it's like, I don't know if you've been stressed or going through a lot, but it's like that little youthful part of you, Kendra, isn't that far under the surface, and it's like wanting to lift off some of the stress and the heaviness so that you can feel more of that joyfulness, that play energy, which is pretty cool. Okay. All right, Kaz says I can spin for Kaz. Spin it for me, please. What medicine do I need for this next trip around the sun? I had a kick in the guts with my new employment opportunity. Yes. So now we have to flip the script. That opportunity wasn't for you. And believe me, Kaz, it's happened to me so many times where I would say, oh, I really want this. I think it's right for me. Please, please, please. And the universe is like, nope. And I can look back now and see how like that was actually working in my favor. But so let's see what's happening for Kaz. Kaz. What does Kaz need to know? What is her animal spirit ally in this process? You got otter too. Isn't that interesting? So again, let's go back to this crazy lace agate, which I think we have. Team SG, if we don't have another sphere to send to Kaz, I would like to send Kaz a tumbled piece of crazy lace, because I actually think it's good medicine for you. When you think about otter is not taking things seriously. Like, so what does this setback mean? Does it mean that if I was to look at this setback from a playfulness perspective, from a youthful kind of like, I'm going to have fun with this perspective, which I know is weird, but also helpful, because again, tonight we're going so far deep down inward into that like dark place within that place of like total possibility. If there's a way to flip the script and look at it as good news, as something that you should be playful about or curious about, or what does this mean, or what's a different way to look at this? Is this actually good news? Because ultimately it's going to lead you in a different direction. So I've got something in crazy lace for you. I know I do, because I know I've got at least a tumbled piece here at home I could send to you. So just send in a note and we'll sort it out. All right, hold on. Spirit was like, Angela Caddy. There's Angela. I would love to find out my animal spirit guide. Please spin for me. Isn't that cool? And Angela's like, I can never figure out what it is for me. And a lot of people, part of the reason why I love this is we all have animal spirit allies. Hummingbird actually just started coming to me. You guys have been with me for a while. Like, was it 2 years ago when Hummingbird started coming to me? It was never an animal spirit guide for me before that. Now it's like, it's one of my primary animal spirit guides, especially since my mom crossed. So anyway, it can change, you know what I mean? Like sometimes when we lose a loved one, like I did this year, or we gain a new relationship, like our animal spirit allies kind of shift. So Angela, let's see, I'm gonna turn the camera. Angela. Let's talk about who Angela's, or what Angela's spirit ally, her animal spirit ally is tonight. Whale. one of my main animal spirit guides. And when whale first started coming for me, Angela, in shamanic journey and different things, which was a few years ago now, like maybe 10, 15 years ago, whale started coming, I was so surprised because it wasn't an animal spirit guide that I had worked with previously. This is a really pretty sphere. I don't know. Can you see the blue flash on this? So rainbow moonstone, the reason I connect it with animal spirit guides, in particular the whale, is that whale is very psychic. And whale is a very strong energy of manifestation. Whale will take over where your fear ends. It's like whale will take the fear and transmute the fear so that you move forward without fear. So I don't know if you've been hesitating to make a decision or something like that, but that, Angela, would be kind of what the medicine of rainbow moonstone and whale would be for you. So Angela, same news for you. Just write into support.sagegoddess.com and let them know, hey, you know what? That crazy lady gave me a rainbow moonstone sphere. They'll know what to do. Okay, Nicole Pantalone. Let's go. Nicole says, I wish for a spin. All right, let's do this, Nicole. Nicole. Buffalo. Love it. That is the green aventurine pyramid. Buffalo is a beautiful animal ally because in Native American tradition, right, the buffalo is one of the animals that they say that buffalo will sacrifice itself, will run ahead in battle knowing it's going to be sacrificed because it knows that all parts of itself will be used for the good of the tribe. Isn't that interesting? So buffalo is like this blessing. Every part of the buffalo is a blessing. So buffalo represents abundance, stability, strength, power, change, good luck, a shifting of a paradigm too. And I feel this for you. I really, really do, Nicole. I think maybe you're coming into a new phase. And I feel like it's going to be better than the one you've been in. The guides keep saying good news is coming for you. So anyway, let this be this is a good news stone. And pyramids are really nice because they have 3-sided faces, but then there are 4 on the bottom. They're a cube on the bottom. So the bottom represents stability, strength, but the sides represent faith, right? The number 3 is always about faith and past, present, future, maiden, mother, crone, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Like it always represents this sort of like faith cycle. So faith and stability for you are kind of the themes. It's really beautiful. I want to do one more, okay? And I know I didn't get through all my giveaways, but you know what? I will hold on to these and I will give these away. I think what I'm going to do with the rest of these tools, Team SG, if you're okay with that, let me know. When we're done tonight, I'm going to take a picture of the tools that are remaining, and I'm going to post it on our event page. And if you feel called to any of the tools that remain, and we'll see what's left, all you have to do is comment, and then on Monday, so you have the weekend to do that, on Monday, Team SG and I will go and we'll choose winners for the rest of the pieces and we'll mail them to you. So that way everybody gets to participate. Isn't that fun? And we'll put a link on the event page too, so you can, or here to the event page so that you can go and enter for that too. Okay. Where am I going? Joanne Stanley. Hi, Joanne. Okay, let's take a look, Joanne. What's coming up for you? Joanne. What does Joanne need to know from her animal spirit allies? She got wolf medicine too. So that is Angel Aura Rose Quartz, Joanne. So we will find, because I gave away one of those earlier, we will either find another Angel Aura Rose Quartz sphere or some form of rose quartz to send you for wolf medicine. And again, Joanne, this is all about being keenly aware and also deeply loyal. Connecting into your roots, feeling love and compassion for your pack. Healing family dynamics too can be part of wolf medicine in my experience. But also just staying aware, staying attuned to your environment so that you're able to receive and download and channel all of the wisdom that's available to you. That was a good one for Joanne. That felt like it was exactly your medicine too. All right. I'm gonna do one more spin for all of us before I come back and drum for us for a minute. Can you hold the vision? Can you look at the board? This is for you too. So I'm gonna spin now for everyone who's here, including me. What is our collective animal spirit guide to guide us through the end of this year, 2021, and into 2022? Show us the way, Spirit. Eagle. Did you see it? It's right on the border between eagle and hummingbird, but it's definitely on the eagle side. And eagle is bronzite. Eagle's bronzite. Eagle sees clearly from a higher elevation, so eagle doesn't get stuck. You know what I mean? In the weeds. Eagle's able to fly up here and see with clarity what's going on down below. So it doesn't get caught up in the dynamics of things. Bronzite is a very good stone for clarity and releasing. Does anybody feel called to this generator? Does anybody feel like eagle medicine is your medicine? I would love to give it away right this minute. Are you having fun tonight? I hope you're having fun. Who feels called to bronzite? Who needs to let go and trust the vision? Right? That's eagle. Eagle's like, stop. You're fighting too much. You're struggling too much. Rise above and trust the vision. Trust that you're being guided. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So cool, you guys. I'm just reading through all of your comments. I would love to just be able to send one of these to all of you. I think eagle medicine is like on the menu tonight, don't you think? It's like all of us need to let go and trust the process and gain some clarity. All right. The winner is... That resonated with a lot of you. Okay. The winner of Eagle Medicine tonight is... Where did you go? Okay. This beautiful piece is going to Erin Walker. Hi, Erin Walker. Erin says, I definitely need to rise above and let go. Yeah, I think your spirit guides agree. Cheers, Erin Walker. It's coming to you with a lot of love. And for those of you, receiving these pieces, I'm really, as I'm offering this to you, and before I set it down, I'm really just sending the energy of your name and your field into each one of these pieces. And I will do that as well with I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stones. So be sure you go to the event page after tonight's event and comment. And you can say, I'm really called to that aquamarine medicine because I'm really called to fish medicine. Or you can just comment on which stone resonates with you. It'll be the right stone for the right person at the right time. Mm-hmm. Cheers, Erin. Look at that. Look at all your buddies saying congratulations to you. So Erin Walker, same thing. Please write into it's a link, support.sagegoddess.com. It's a website. And then it's going to ask you what you're writing in about, and you're just going to say, I want a bronzite generator, and we'll get that off to you. And cheers. Okay. Just for the last 2 minutes, okay? Just for right now. It's our last new moon of this year. Thank you for coming to all these new moon ceremonies. They're my passion. It's my favorite. If it's your first one, I hope it won't be your last. Make sure you subscribe. You'll get all the notifications. It's my favorite thing, helping you dream. And our next new moon's in Capricorn, no eclipse. That's your new moon for success. You gotta dream big. But for tonight, we're just going within, 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 and down, and down, and down to collect the wisdom, to listen to what your spirit guides have to say to you. Great spirits, spirit guides, guardian angels, and light teachers from all dimensions. We're open tonight. We're listening. We're paying attention. Show us the way. Tonight we're just here to learn, here to receive, here to hear, here to follow, here to trust. And I ask that you send each of my brothers and my sisters tonight a message on eagle's wings, in the talons of the raven, riding on the back of whale, and the little tiny fluttering of the hummingbird wings. May your wisdom find you. And we ask that you guide us, direct us on our journeys and voyages in the year ahead. Help us to close out this year in a good way. Help us to be in gratitude and peace. Help us to accept what is, to release what no longer serves, to prepare for what is ahead. And together we say, Amen. Aho. And so it is. So it is. So it shall be. The year behind us, creation energies of the year complete. Yeah. Sweet, isn't it? There's a sweetness to this. Yeah. Okay, so the two teepee story, before I let you go for tonight. Yeah, I'll tell you the story. It's a good one. It's an important one. And some of you have heard it before, but it bears repeating. And I think it's really important to, certain stories need to be retold, you know? So one of my early mentors told me this story over 10 years ago now. It was before Sage Goddess. And it really stayed with me, you know? You ever have people tell you stuff and it's like, I'm going to remember that probably for the rest of my life. So, Native American teacher on a vision quest. And she's with a friend who is also Native American, and this is happening in New Mexico. And a vision quest is where you, for them it was, I think, 48 hours. You're just off in open land to find your own food, to find your own way. It's a discovery, right? So you're not given a lot of tools or resources, and this was happening at a new moon. Yeah. Oh, thanks, you guys. And so they were off and they were questing, and it was the middle of the night, maybe like just after midnight. Okay. And they were coming up a hillside. And when they got to the top, they could see, down and across, right? It wasn't a huge hill. I mean, New Mexico doesn't, but it's just sort of like the weaving in and out. And they came up upon this little crest, and they could see all the open land beneath them. Are you from New Mexico? It's sacred, holy, right? This was a vortex place where they were. And so they had seen, both of them had looked out and seen that there was light, okay? Lights coming from two places out on the open land. And she said, I see two teepees, right? She saw two teepees. And, if you've seen a teepee that's lit from within where they're doing ceremony inside, you can see the shape of the teepee. And she said they could even see like movement inside the teepee, right? Two separate teepees, not that far apart, but they were both lit. And so she said, I want to go. And he said, we can't go right now down there. And she said, no, I want to go. There's two teepees. And he said, we have to wait until the morning. It gives me chills every time I tell this story again. We have to wait until the morning. And she said, why? Why do we have to wait until the morning? And he said, because one of those teepees isn't real. And if we enter the one that isn't real, it will take us with it. And we won't know which teepee is real until the morning. And she said, sure enough, they went and they walked and they slept and they journeyed, and then the next morning they looked across the land and there was one. And he said, see, I told you. If we'd gone into the other one, it would have taken us with it. And I teach you that, I share that with you because it absolutely stopped me in my tracks when she shared it with me. And I remember she looked at me in the eyes and she said, Athena, in so many ways in life, there's two teepees. It could be two lovers, two relationships, two friendships, two jobs, and you think they're both real. But if you don't wait, if you rush in, you'll find out the hard way that one of them is not real. And you must always wait until the morning to know which teepee is real. I know, right? Which one disappears? I've had it happen in love. I've had it happen in my professional life. I've had it happen in so many friendships where I thought, oh, these are my two teepees. And if I wait until the morning, one's not real, right? I'm really lucky in my life because I've chosen the relationships and the friendships and the experiences most of the time. But I have chosen one or two of the not real teepees before, have you? And I've gotten my heart broken. So I encourage you to always ask yourself, especially at an eclipse, ask yourself what's real. If it's real, it'll be there in the morning. If it's not, it won't. It doesn't mean that those aren't good things. It just means you got to be careful. So how do you know? You wait. People will show you who they are. Experiences will teach you whether they're real or not. If you wait, you'll find out. If you listen, you'll find out. I've had some not real teepees. But I'm married to a real teepee. You guys are a real teepee. My team is a real teepee. My close ride or die friendships are real teepees. But I waited until the morning. And in the morning, I found out what was and what was not. Honestly, Star Traveler, sometimes it's a day and sometimes it's a year. Sometimes it's a decade. You have to wait. But your heart will tell you, wait just a little bit longer. So wait until the morning means you have to wait and see sometimes. But your intuition will tell you something here isn't real. Wait and see. Yeah. I know, Jen wants me to spin again. Anyway, cheers to you guys. And thank you, Holden, for seeing me. I try to be a real teepee. It's my goal in life. If you were to ask me, what's your goal? I want to be a real teepee. Yeah. I want to be there when it's easy and when it's hard, and when it's yes and when it's no, and when it's in and when it's out, and I want to be a real teepee. When I grow up, I want to be a real teepee. Cheers, everybody. All right. Can we let these guides go? They're like, we've been holding down your circle now for an hour and 15 minutes, honey. Yeah, you guys are a real teepee too. You're legit. It's good stuff. And you know what? I have love for the not real teepees because I understand not everything can be real. It's okay. It's here for a reason and a season, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's good stuff. And then the ones that don't leave, you learn to appreciate them after a while, don't you? Because they stayed, they're real. All right, let's let go of these guides and guardians with all the gratitude tonight. To the guides and the guardians of the spirit element, we thank you for the blessing of your magic, for helping us remember that magic is real, right? Mm-hmm. What do you do with your stone? You work with it, you hold it, you let it teach you its wisdom. Mm-hmm. You listen for its messages, that's right. It's beautiful. Thank you, guardians of spirit. And thank you to the guardians of the north for grounding us and protecting us and anchoring us, right? Holding the space with us. We're so grateful. We release you with gratitude. And to the guides and the guardians of the west, we thank you for helping us release and process and surrender and get into flow energy. We release you and thank you with gratitude. And to the guides and the guardians of the south, thank you for helping us shift, transform, become, evolve, grow, shed skin in the south. We thank you and release you with gratitude. And to the guides and the guardians of the east, thank you for all of the new beginnings this year. We've had so many new moons this year. Do you remember them all? Every month I taught you a different form of divination this year. I had so much fun teaching you the runes and teaching you tarot and teaching you how to use a pendulum and teaching you all the astrological glyphs, and we had so much fun this year, didn't we? Thank you, spirit guides of the east, for teaching us new things and helping us open all those doorways this year. It's a hard year for me to let go of because I started this year with my mom alive and I complete this year without her. And so to those of you who are closing these cycles, missing someone you love, I just want you to know I see you too. It's my last new moon of this year. And we release with gratitude. We did it. We did it. We did it. And now a new doorway begins. A new doorway opens. It's good to have you here. Yeah. Okay, so yes, if you love crystals and you want to enter, I'm going to, as soon as I'm done here tonight, in like 2 minutes, I'm going to go post a picture of all the stones that are left over on our event page, and you can enter to win them there. Cheers to all of our new beginnings this year, you guys. Love you. Love you. So I'm going to take my last charm off of my candle. And put it on my charm necklace. I really do. I love you too. It's really hard, but we're doing it together. Yeah, we do it together. Thank you for being here. We have a lot of beautiful new beginnings ahead of us next year. Let's spend the next month getting into the right space to welcome them, yeah? Yeah, let's get to that place. Okay, so the new moon kits for next year are really fun. I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to bring you over here. I'm going to put it down here. So the first new moon kit of 2022 launched today at Sage Goddess. And we have 1/3 of them left if you would like one. And I'm going to tell you all about it. So here is what you get. I'm very excited for you. So we have made you a new moon intention journal. This is the centerpiece of your new kit for 2022. This is over at sagegoddess.com, by the way. And the set is 22% off with your code MAGIC22, and you get a cute little elephant pendant today. So these tools are at sagegoddess.com, and they're 22% off with that code MAGIC22, okay? So you get your new moon intention journal that you can use for the whole year. It's vegan leather, and it closes like this. It's like very, I don't know, I love everything that has like little snaps and little things, and it's woven on the side. Then you get a pen filled with clear quartz stones to write your intentions. You get a labradorite palm stone, which is exactly the stone you need for new beginnings, new visions, new possibilities. That's weird. Oh, there you go. See how flashy these are? These are so beautiful, and they have flash on both sides. Labradorite is that stone of new beginnings, new visions, new possibilities. Then you get your canvas art with your invocation back there. You get your Capricorn candle. You get your crystallized perfume, which is a cute little dropper bottle. Aren't these fun? We ordered these bottles just for the next new moon. They're like this ombre, beautiful black and green. And then you get an infused Palo Santo stick with crystallized perfume, which is orange blossom, pink peppercorn, helichrysum, Palo Santo, and champaca. And all of that, you get the candle, the perfume, the Palo Santo, the pen, the labradorite, the journal, and the canvas for $79 and then 22% off. And you get a free elephant. You get a free little elephant necklace. And one person who gets theirs before midnight tonight is winning this $1,500 kunzite and emerald sterling silver necklace that my friend Shram made in India. And it's fully adjustable from 16 inches down to like a real sexy like 22 inches if you want it longer. So if you want your tools, we don't normally have 22% off at new moons. So you're getting your tools for an extra special discount. The journal is the star of the show. The value of this kit is more than what you're paying for. So it's a really, like usually the candles are, I think 25 and the perfumes are 34. And the pen would be separate, and the stone would be separate, and the journal would be separate, and the Palo Santo, you know what I mean? Like, so when you add it up, you're paying less. So if you would like your new moon tools, they're at sagegoddess.com. And that you don't, there's no code. It's just we cut off the giveaway at midnight. So you have 4.5 hours to shop. Isn't that cool? I'm so glad Lori's like, I got it this morning when I saw it. A lot of you have already gotten your kit, so you're entered to win the necklace. If you haven't gotten it yet, you have time to head over. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to our new beginnings in 2022. I will say this, spend some time tonight just with you. Light a candle, take a bath, take a shower, make some tea. Just get quiet, even if it's just for 20, 30 minutes as you're falling asleep. I know you're busy and you have families and kids and you got to go do the thing, and I know. But just make that little tiny space for you, just to listen and just see what comes to you. There's some wisdom tonight for where you need to go, and it's not the typical new moon wisdom, but it's there. If you listen, you'll hear it. And thanks, you guys. Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah, Aries Queen said, hubby and I are both cap moons. That's your medicine. And a cap moon is fantastic. I mean, it's achievement, it's success, I mean, I love a Capricorn moon, but my North Node's in Capricorn. Capricorn is how I create success in my life. It's my purpose. So I'm here to work. And help people create new structures for themselves. I mean, it's part of my dharma, so it's definitely my vibe. So if you're excited about a Capricorn new moon, I've got some fun things for you. All right, I'm gonna go take a pretty picture of these stones that are left and go get it on your event page so you can go comment, and Team SG and I will choose and announce winners on Monday and ship all those beautiful things to you. I still have flower agate sphere. I mean, I have a lot of really cool goodies left for you that I did not pull tonight. The fluorite heart is so beautiful. It's teal. It's so beautiful. So anyway, I'll go put a picture on the event page and you can go and enter to win. And thank you, Team SG, for being here. Thank you, Alexis, so much. Appreciate you. And I hope you enjoyed tonight's ceremony. I hope it was just the vibe you needed to come into your body and be present. Yeah. And I wish you a beautiful weekend, too. Enjoy the rest of this weekend. You want to start manifesting? Sunday night. Give yourself 48 hours. Let this eclipse stuff pass by, and then it'll be your time. And I'll be back with you midday tomorrow at lunchtime, as I always am every day, to come hang out with you on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel before you go so you don't miss any more of our new moon and full moon ceremonies. And we'll look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody. Take care. Thank you for being here tonight.